Hey, welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, Dean of UPSA Law School, Professor Kofi Abuchi, warns current tax regime could result in more tax avoidance by businesses as he pushes for review. Also coming up, shea butter producers in the north appeal for government support. My name is Daryl Kwao. Happy Friday. Thanks for being with us. First up, the current tax regime could force many businesses to adopt strategies to avoid paying taxes. That's warning coming from the Dean of the University of Professional Studies Law School, Professor Ernest Kofi Abuchi. The constitutional and corporate law expert says that this makes a strong case for steps to be taken to review some of Ghana's tax policies. He spoke on PM Express Business Edition.
The more taxes businesses have to pay, the less inclined they are to hire. If they have to spend so much money in paying these taxes, they are not going to have that freed capital to be able to expand their businesses, to be able to hire more hands, and to be able to invest or reinvest in the company. And so, taxes are impactful. And therefore, if those who know better have said taxes are really a problem in Ghana in terms of the economic calculations or calculus, there's a need to look at that. And so the only way we can minimize the extent to which companies and people do indulge in tax avoidance will be to tighten the screws further.
Professor Kofi Abuchi, the Dean of the UPSA Law School, speaking on PM Express. It will air again this morning at 11 on the Joy News channel. Now, still on taxes, lack of professional advice on taxes could be detrimental to the operations of private sector players across the country. This is according to Associate Director, the Tax Advisory Service of KPMG, Michael Boateng. He says businesses must make a conscious effort to comply with the tax laws to avoid prosecution. Mr. Boateng was speaking at the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce National Dialogue Series.
These are things that I want businesses to understand. Certain taxes are not your taxes. It's those who choose to consume your products who are paying. However, failure to pay, failure to charge becomes so punitive on you. And we've seen it over and over, and my colleague here can give you examples. So we advise you that as you are planning, try and seek professional advice. I can honestly tell you that after we left the meeting, my client said, Michael, you saved me millions of Ghana cedis. And this is something that it is not his tax. He doesn't have to pay. His job is just issue the VAT and let the government pay.
Michael Boateng is Associate Director of the Tax Advisory Service at KPMG. Now, some small and medium businesses have called on government to introduce policies which will cushion the SME sector ahead of the 2023 budget scheduled for Parliament this month. According to the businesses, reduction in taxes, the facilitation of cheaper finance options, and deepened collaborations will be needed to grow the sector. There's more in this report.
Ghana's SME sector contributes up to 60% of the country's GDP and employs over 80% of the workforce. Unfortunately, high taxes and interest rates are a few of the challenges facing the sector. Speaking on Joy Business Social, Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Chamber of Young Entrepreneurs, Sherif Gali, called on government to be specific and targeted in supporting businesses.
If we want to really support our ecosystem, support our SMEs to scale up, then let's do targeted support.
On the need for an efficient tax system, managing partner of She's Partners, Sena Jisa, called for proper accountability of investments made in the sector.
Now, what are we doing to manage what we have? What are we doing as a country to be efficient about the taxes that we are collecting?
Richard Addison, CEO of Kent Investment, bemoaned the high cost of capital as a huge challenge facing SMEs.
The person who is actually sending things into Ghana is getting 0 to 5% interest on loans they are producing in their country. Now, I am paying 25% to 30%. So I am at a disadvantage already.
That report was filed by Isaac Atase Nyako. Now, shareholders in the shea butter production industry are seeking government support to expand their businesses and facilitate export of their produce. This, they believe, will help eliminate the increasing migration of the youth from the north to the south in search of employment. According to producers, the lack of market access has hindered the production of shea in large quantities. Linda Atibilai speaks for Hope Givers Company Limited, an agency marketing shea butter products.
We are using our products as a way of solving a social problem like female migration from the northern aspect to the southern aspect. So we've created an income generating activity for them, and that is why shea is one of the products that we project in Accra in the global market. Our women are producing a lot of the shea butter, but they don't have market access. So I came to this exhibition to make sure that I'm able to network and also get buyers for them, because I know that once we get market access for them, then access to finance will be a thing of the past for them, because they'll be able to generate their own income through the processing of the shea butter.
Linda Atibulai works with Hope Givers Company Limited, a shea butter firm. Well, as we begin the first clinic for this year's Joy News EcoBank Habitat Fair at the Chimota Retail Center, we want to give you a flashback of how last year's main event went, how it provided a platform for both homeowners and experts to make best choices in the housing industry. Take a listen.
I feel like most people coming in here know what they are looking for, and they're coming here for a purpose. So when they come here and you're speaking to them, it's possibly someone who is looking for the service, furniture or interior. So I feel like the turnout is fine. I mean, I've spoken to a few people who say this is usually gets better. So I'm looking forward to a much better tomorrow. But for today, I think I'm really happy so far.
I should believe this is the very first time coming here.
Yes.
How is it going?
Oh, going well. I've seen so many exhibitors around, and I'm just going around to see what I can plan for the future to buy.
What are you buying today?
Actually, I'm not buying.